Let's talk education. The Minister of Education, June Salaries, says the Academic Staff Union of Universities is not on strike, and the federal government is working to ensure industrial harmony in the nation's federal tertiary institutions. He explained that the current atmosphere of stability across tertiary institutions is the result of sustained dialogue, mutual respect, and genuine commitment by the present administration to addressing their demands. Dr. Alausa mentioned that public tertiary institutions have remained open and stable for the past 2 years, reflecting the government's commitment to maintaining cordial relationship with all key players. He stressed that the welfare of staff remains a top priority for the federal government and is in line with the president's renewed hope agenda. The minister wants the public to disregard any misinformation suggesting that ASUU is on strike. And ASUU is debunking the rumor on the strike over unpaid salary. Professor Chris Piwina, the president of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, joins me from Jos to talk about the situation. It's good to have you join us on the news at 1.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much.
Right. Your union directed its branches to withdraw their services under this no work, no pay policies. And we've seen some institutions who actually joined this strike. I'm talking about Abuja and Jos. What exactly is the status of this directive now nationwide? Hearing what the Minister of Education said.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate the fact that the Minister is interested in the stability in our tertiary institutions, particularly our universities. However, actions of other government agents do not suggest that they are happy with the stability that currently exists in the system. And this is manifested through the actions of particularly the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation that has continuously and deliberately refused to release funds for the payment of our salaries. And it's as a result of that action by government agents, that our members have embarked on strike. And the strike largely do not affect state universities. It is essentially federal institutions that have migrated from IPPIS to the current platform where the payment is being made. We realize that since the migration, there's been a deliberate attempt by government agents to delay our salaries going into a week, sometimes 2 weeks into the new month. And we just think, neck of our union, think it's not acceptable anymore. And so even though we have stopped or resumed work now, we're likely going to go back again at the end of the month if our salaries are delayed. That is what government should expect if they don't do what they're supposed to do.
If I hear you correctly, you are saying it's a deliberate act by the federal government to delay salaries of lecturers. Is that what you're saying?
It's deliberate. There is no two-way about it. It's deliberate. The platform that our salaries are being paid, there's absolutely no problem when the money is transferred to that platform. Our salaries are paid, but it's the release of the funds that have continued to delay, and we're no longer going to take it.
Professor Pirun, from what you have also said, I understand that there has been a transition also from your payment platform. I'm talking about the IPPIS platform and also the government integrated financial management information system. And the government, you've seen the government has come out to say that perhaps that is what is causing this delay in salaries. Now you're saying that it is a deliberate process. Is there going to be a point of harmonization? Can we reach a middle ground on this?
There's no middle ground. The middle ground is pay us our salary. Simple. There's no middle ground in this matter. If they want a middle ground, pay us our salary. It's a deliberate attempt by government to delay our salaries. We know that because our salaries were never delayed for a day when they were paying us on IPPIs. So they now want to punish us because we have insisted to move out of IPPIs, and we're not going to take it.
The minister said there was no strike in the first place. Are you confirming to us that some of your branches, especially Unijos, actually embarked on that industrial action?
We did. The only university in Nigeria that did not embark on it, even though they sought for permission to embark on that action, was the University of Abuja. They sought for permission on Monday, and the strike was to commence at midnight on Monday, and before midnight, their salaries were paid. So we reversed that decision. But all other institutions that were not paid at the time they were supposed to pay, they actually proceeded on the strike action.
So ASUU is insisting on no pay, no work, and the federal government is also insisting on no work, no pay. The students will be the ones to suffer at this point. You understand the education system in Nigeria and how much of effort has been put into this. If there is a strike or an industrial action, of course, the student will have to go home for this. Like I said earlier, is there a middle ground? Is there possibly a way where there can be, a consensus on what's going to, come out of this strike?
There is no middle way in paying our salary. The only way is pay our salary. And I can assure you that the students that you're talking about, they are our children. So would the children support government not to pay our salary? Those who want the students to suffer are government that is refusing to pay the salaries. So the students are with us. They understand that it's government that is trying to make their parents suffer by withholding their pay after working. And it's gradually becoming a practice. And we're on the same page with the students.
And we hope it will not reach another strike by the end of the month, like you have said. But that's a fine place to leave it for now. Professor Chris Piwina, President of the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Thank you for talking to us at this time.
Thank you very much.